The shit on my mind, no time for the bullshit, boy, I gotta work hard.
When you're alone, life can be a little rough. It makes you feel like you're 3 foot tall. When it's just you, well, times can be tough. When there's no one there to catch your fall. 3 foot tall. You're 3 foot tall. 3 foot tall. Catch your fall. When you're alone, life can be a little rough. It makes you feel like you're 3 foot tall. When it's just you.
All right. The Monday night streamage. Let's go. Excited for this one, man. Get this up here, ready to roll. All right. Whoever shows up in the chat, holla at me. Give people a bit to get in, to get up, and to make it good.
I done been at the bottom with no pot to piss it, but there wasn't ain't shit that was stopping this kid. I just kept my head up and said fuck opinions. A kid with a dream on the road to riches. I done been suicidal with a gun in my hand, and I'd fucking be dead if it weren't for fans.
Let's start it up. 8:30.
Every second working hard, becoming a better
See
man.
who's good.
Every day that you're alive is a
Who's in.
blessing. You ain't alone if you battling depression. Every mistake you make is just another lesson. Work hard every day to progression. I lost family, I lost homies. I always feel like ain't nobody know me. All alone on this road, I get lonely. I'm trying to live, God, please can you show me?
So today, it's one hell of a day. Put my video out earlier. See how that one does, talking about the stimulus. $600 drop in on every single person. And people gonna be buying and buying, and I wonder what we'll see crazy spikes from. Come up through chat, let me know, but I'm gonna fire this one off. Let's get this going for Mr. Michael Fenn. It's another box of Vivid Voltage. See if we can get some stocks. Firing it up. Pack 1. 415 packs of Vivid Voltage, and not a single Pikachu. That is crazy. You're in the chat, let me know. Start firing it off.
I was so jealous of people who laughing. Felt like my life was beginning to crash, and I found someone else that was equally damaged. I guess that pain could bring people together and fuel the desire.
This box is for the one and only Cards with Michael. Michael Fenn.
I was happy. I was just acting in such a place I could never imagine. Thought about quitting on
Alistair,
before I got paid from McDonald's for rapping. You can keep saying I'm trash.
Ramarant, Electrike, Pineco, Mudbray, Ushenya, Charmander, and a Hey, yeah, you already know. You're in the chat again. Now remember, you have the shipment from that. Yeah, stimulus is good. You're gonna keep catching the free stuff, man. But I appreciate it so much. So yeah, you're gonna enter the queue. Get you another evolution. You don't gotta pay for multiple shipments. Put it all in together whenever that card gets back graded. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, for those who don't know the Cards with Michael channel, this box is rare. This is his box of Vivid Voltage. Now 416 packs. Yo, man, thank you so much. Try to keep it topical. Those are the best videos, right? Where they're like on point, where they're like about what's going on in the world. Ooh, it's a hit. Where it's you know, it's like an important. It's like it's on theme. Where you got that stimulus. And, you know, the last time that happened, a lot of cards. You know, people discredit what the stimulus did for the first jump in Pokemon, right? Like the first, like they just think it was all Logan Paul. I'm like, Logan Paul has, you know, he has influence. He doesn't have that much influence. That's crazy. But people getting $1,200 and that they might not have needed. That's certainly, you know, not everyone who got the money needs it. You know, I'm like, I'm just gonna go buy whatever. Yeah, I saw you, believe, said that you will be buying stonks, right? If I saw your comment correctly, you will be buying stonks. So hopefully those all work well for you. It seems like a solid idea. Just as long, you know, don't go out and like start burning your money. That's really just what I worry that people are just gonna do for no reason. And we got a hit right behind. All right, it's just a Zarude V, the one and only. Yeah, I'm sure that worked out for you pretty well. I don't know what you bought. That's that's whatever. But that definitely could. It definitely probably worked out. You know. Hey. Yeah, yo. The non-reverse rare one. I do have. Where I put it? Oh, here we go. Just for Vic. I do have your opening from the time that you opened the Vivid Voltage box. Still no Pikachu. Nice. Down payment on a house is good. That's something I'm working on. I would love to have a house that I could really like build a studio and a gym in. Those are big dreams of mine. And then Alcremie. Sort this out. Trying to be a little neater. But listen, putting it in stocks is a better idea. You know, not to be like, you know, like I said, I am an entertainment person, not a financial advisor. And I don't just mean that in like, you know, because I have to legally say that. I also mean it because, you know, there are people who do know more than me, and I'm always trying to learn. You know, I even learn from my chat. You know, like you guys tell me stuff, I'm like, wow, I didn't think of that before. You know, it's not a goal of mine to be like, okay, I already know everything. It's a goal of mine to know as much as I can before I die. I think, ooh, that's a nice Lugia. Put that in the hits. I think that people think that they know everything already. It's like, that sounds so sad to me. I'm trying to get better. That's why I'm doing this now. You know, it's like, I could have just kept buying and selling collections of cards. I didn't. You know, I wanted to expand. I want to learn. I want to try something new. I got one try at life. And then that's it, you know? My last stimulus, I bought a Grim Monolith foil for $750. I bought a Time Spiral for $60. I bought $400 worth of the S&P 500. Worked out. Very well, and we got a hit. Alright, it is a quote-unquote fake hit. Let's put that there. Yeah, it's just like, it's so easy to just think you have all the answers already. But if you were to tell someone from years ago that yeah, I bought the I have the receipt. I have the receipt from Card Kingdom, the foil grid monolith. It's pretty sick. And the time spiral. Yeah, that's what those cards were worth, you know? Yeah, just look for deals, look for what's underpriced. You know, this 600, if I could find, you know, someone who wants to offload maybe another PSA 10 Poliwrath, you know, I'm always looking for more of these. I just like it. And they'll go up, you know, like, they will. I'm not concerned. They're not printing more Poliwrath from original set. You know, even if they make another Evolution style product, that's not the original. Maybe I'll work on my Yu-Gi-Oh investments as well. Really, I don't know how late into my channel you've been around, but I believe heavily that Yu-Gi-Oh old cards, first few sets, are super underpriced. Just like crazy underpriced. Got a white code from Michael here. Energy. I'm gonna start doing that. Ooh, we got a hit in the back. Maybe it is once again the 900th Pikachu that is not a rainbow one. We are really hoping to see that. Are you liking the the YouTube videos that are more just talking, and then I move the openings to stream? Because that's what I am enjoying the interaction. You know, that's really my hope. My hope is to have a nice, I don't want to be like 10,000 viewers. I know that sounds crazy in terms of scaling. I would love to have like a few hundred people like yourself, Apache, you know, like people who just really enjoy the content and they would just talk, you know, and that way, you know, I could always like give feedback and take feedback, because it's hard to take feedback once you have like 10,000 people. At that point, you're doing like market research, and it's like, that's not really what I'm trying to do. Yeah. You know, and hopefully, you know, it draws some people to come in. Because I do want to incorporate box openings and pack openings with the channel's podcasting. Yo, we need the fat nuts for sure. We are looking for the rainbow. What's going on, Taylor? Shenya, Rockruff, C-Dot, and ooh, full art Alistair card. Love it. One of my favorites. So I like this card because for some reason I could show like a picture. Who here is a fan of Zelda? I may or may not be. You know, but who here is a fan of The Legend of Zelda? To me, this reminds me of the Skull Kid, right? I really like that, where it's like, you know, like when the Skull Kid has his face in the mask from Majora's Mask. That's a really nice Alistair. Maybe a little something up there. That's why I really like this Alistair card. I think it's cool. So let's, of course, as you know, any card that might be gradable, we will put into one of these. And into a CS1. Alistair action. Alright, let us continue along our Pokemon journey. That's a full art. It's not the biggest hit, but I do like it. Sometimes it's cool to just like cards. I know that sounds crazy. 1, 2. Water Energy. Swellow Boy. League Staff, Charmeleonaire, Drillbur, Wailmer, Cottonee, Lavapuss, and a Wooper. Yeah, I give the codes away. People want to use them. So, full discretion. What I do is I put the codes out. Right, I put the codes out. And then I put them in a box, and I label that box by the month. And then, so I have a box full of codes from December. And if those cards are not used by February, I just scan them and send them out for a buy list. If people want to use them and take the money instead, sure. That's fine. If people want to, what I would prefer only for the coolness of it is for people to actually use the codes and then show me the spicy pulls in the Pokemon TCG. Oh. Alright, a Toucannon, a Darkness Energy, Aromatic Energy, Galvantula, Swellow, Shootle, Riolu, Eevee, Seedot, and Electrike, and a Riolu. Okay. Head that off to the side and wrong. Next, Pack Magic for the one and only. Cards with Michael. A legend in the community for sure. By code, Vivid Voltage. Grass Energy. Krokorok. Aromatic Energy. Galvantula. Beldum. Milcery. Wooper! Nincada. Whismur. Pineco. And Age Simple Tornadus. Almost halfway through the box, not as exciting as Friday's box, where we hit the Pikachu right off the bat. Do you guys know that the Pikachu Non is not the second most expensive holo in the set? Pikachu V Alt Art is like $40 on TCG Raw, and it's like well over $100 in the high PSA grade. Lightning Energy there, Magcargo, a League Staff, Krokorok, Milcery, Skidoo, High EV, Trubbish, Shuppet, Choodle. I thought it was a white code. Is it a fake white code? Am I crazy? Green code. Crazy. Losing my side. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That DMCA strike. Can't sing that. Don't mess with the music. They have the Iron Fist straight through you. Old enough to remember 13-year-olds getting sued by Napster. Vivid Voltage. Samurai. There. Fighting Energy. Swoobat. Magcargo. Escargo. League Staff. Milcery. Galarian Meow. Chimichu. Blitzel. And Slugma. And a amazing rare Zamazenta. Boom. Let's go. Love Zamazenta. I actually really like Zacian and Zamazenta. Two Pokemons to me. Fine representatives of the Galar region. Centering on that solid, that's a nice one. Let's check the back. Now that is a Pokemon card. Perhaps a little spec right there. Outside of that, that's a card. These amazing rares, I love them. I really do. I don't know what the general consensus will be in the long term, but I like them. I like that there's value in the green code. That's what I like to see. CWM. Let's keep vibing. So we got Zamazenta there. Maybe we get... I haven't seen too many Raikus of the amazing rare variety. Focus the focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the green code trick. Whimsicott. Fire Energy. Sharsterbath. Hitmontop. Swoobat. Whismur. Execute. Woobat. Beldum. Blitzel. And just a Rocky Helmet. So we have had a couple of hits, but so far nothing crazy as we head to the end of the first box. White code. There's a hit in the back for sure. Excited to have a wash energy with my shirt for a bath. Hitmontop, Sandile, Oshawott, Pineco, Clefairy, Tynamo, Alistair, and a Colossal Phoenix. Not the greatest of hits, but we will take it here. Way more exciting than some of the other jank that has been seen. Colossal Phoenix. Next pack. Keep it moving, keep it grooving. I really want to see the curse broken. If I don't get a Pikachu Rainbow in this one, I'll be over 450 packs of Vivid Voltage without hitting that card. And I want to turn up. That's what I came here to do. Trick. Galarian Berserker is the rare. Not exciting though. Nessa. Nuzleaf. Wash Energy. Chateau. Joltik. Cottonee. Mudbray. Slugma. And it is just a Fortress. Next pack. What's going on, everyone? You guys excited for Christmas? You guys gonna get anything cool? But more importantly, never mind what you're getting. Because I believe you must give in order to receive. Yet I have to give to you guys something in order for you guys to give me something back, right? That's just the way it is. I can't expect first. What are you guys giving for this Christmas / Hanukkah / Kwanzaa / Festivus? Cramorant, Nessa, Nuzleaf. There's something in the back of this. Maybe we're giving a Pikachu for our Christmas. I really hope so. Galarian Berserker. Make sure we're in focus. Let me know. It is a gold, unfortunately, just a Kate. Very nice. Dude, I am so excited. I am helping my partner get their first car for Christmas. Do they know? Do they know they're getting it? Or is this going to be an awesome surprise that I need to see? Nice Cape of Toughness right there. Alright. That's cool. What car? What is the vehicle that we are dealing with? I don't know. This might not be Pikachu 1. It's a 2015 Nissan Xterra. I am a big fan of Nissan. That's cool. Gift cards are cool. I always wonder, like, when it comes to gift cards, like, how to know, like, where to get. Like, some people it's easy, right? Like, for me, you can give me a Best Buy or a Guitar Center gift card, and I'm going to find a way to spend it, you know? But it's like, gift cards are interesting because it's like, it both says that you know what to get the person, and you also, like, low-key maybe don't. But you're not sure. You know? So it's like, but as long as you know exactly, like, if you were to get me, like, a gift card to, like, Bed Bath & Beyond, I'd be like, thanks, what am I doing with it? Probably sell it, you know what I mean? But if you know, like, exactly what the person likes, it's kind of dope. Also, I'm a big fan of Nissans. I'm a big fan of vehicles that don't cost me a lot of money. That's what I'm a big fan of, because I've had a vehicle that cost me a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now that we've given, what are we looking to get? What are we hoping to get? I'm very excited. My partner bought me my first gaming chair. I love chairs. The Secret Lab Titan. Some would say I'm a Titan. Reddit called me a barrel-armed half-man beast or something along those lines. Well, for Rockruff, Halo, Yanma, and a Talonflon V, right? Reddit also said I have a face for radio. face of someone who cares what Reddit thinks what I look like. I don't give a damn. I'm just here to vibe / crab. Let's pull the camera back a bit. Focus it right there. A little green coated. So we are searching for an amazing rare. Let me tell you, these DMCA free music tracks, they're not hitting. Some do, some are good, some hit, right? Some of them really do. But what I'm hoping for, also got Legos and a Razor screw. Yo, that's awesome. I've been like vibing with like Legos with my nephew lately. He watched me make like we tried to like copy a sniper rifle from Call of Duty. It's kind of cool. Yeah, nah. Reddit being like toxic. I don't care. I could take it. I promise you. That's cool though. The Legos and a Razor scooter. I haven't had a Razor scooter since I was like. I really should start rollerblading more. Just in general. It's a great workout. You know. So I get caught up, right, in being like busy trying to deal with like streaming and then like regular buying and selling, and other, you know, professional ventures, that I do forget sometimes to take full care of myself. Make sure to take vitamins and drink water, right? I stay hydrated. Twitch won't let you on the platform unless you're hydrated, right? But but I really should, like, you know, get back to more of a more rigorous exercise schedule. Well, I got that going, but like just general health kind of important. Vanish. Fire energy. Do what, do what, do what, do what, do. Careless. Oshoa. Dusko. Ferricide. Riolu. Sandile. And excuse me, Clobopus. So I am pretty sure I'm gonna have a Christmas stream. You guys down? 8:30, same. Usually with Christmas with my family, we do everything in the morning. So I would be ready to roll by the nighttime. Yeah, I might just do some fun little gifts, you know what I'm saying? That might happen for Christmas. I might not. See how this stream goes. Girafarig. Mumu cheese. Do what, do what, do what, do. Cottony. Clobopus. Electrike. Eggs are cute. Galarian Stunfist. And not the biggest fan of Donphan. Let's keep it going. So far, not the best as far as hits go. Can't really say it's been. We got this Zamazenta, this Alistair, and this Cape of Toughness. And just a few randoms on the hits. You know, any Charizard's always solid. On Platinum 2 in Arena? Listen, man. It only take like one little stretch where you start drawing good. You could be on the next level. Question what Arena is going to do with their economy in the long run. They add so much so fast, and like that's like Wizards' problem. Wizards of the Coast they release too much. Like they don't slow down, man. Like that's what I really like. I was talking to people about Pokemon, right? About on the Cards with Michael group. Well, the fun is, trust me, fun's more important, especially when you spend your time playing on Arena. Is that Pokemon, like, even after the new set comes out, like Vivid Voltage came out, you buy a pin set and it comes with Darkness Ablaze packs, it comes with Rebel Flash packs. They'll go even back to like Burning Shadows. They still put evolutions in. They don't, like right now it's like WotC goes and like the new set comes out and it's like the old set's completely forgotten. Right now we're talking about Kaldheim. and it's completely, yeah, for sure. But it's like, but they, as soon as call time spoilers are out, Zendikar doesn't exist anymore. You know what I mean? It's like that's it. It's like, oh, so it's like if you're a new player, which every company's growth should always be, you know, acquisition. Acquisition is extremely important, because if you have the same enfranchised people, eventually those people will either run out of money or run out of care. You know what I mean? You have to draw in new people. You know, it's why Baby Yoda is so popular. Because Baby Yoda is something that will bring in people who want Star Wars to be more kawaii. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a fact. With a Wooper, an Inkata, a Whismer, a Drillbur, a Woobat, alright, just a Tornadus, right? But, you know, so it's like, Pokemon is very good at, like, not making you, like, if you're, think about it, say you started playing Magic at Zendikar Rise, and all of a sudden, you know, it's like, oh, this set's cool, we're gonna draft it, we're gonna do this, and then as soon as, like, that set's done, yeah, it's like, it's gone, it's over, it's done, it's gone. It's like, we don't talk about it, it doesn't exist. What Magic used to have with the block system was you would draft the main set that came out every September, and then you would, the new set would come in, and you would add it, but you would still be opening packs of the first set. And then by the time the next one comes out, you're still opening it, but it's a little less. You know, it just changes things. And it's like, it just goes to my video about WotC, you know, I got mixed reactions to that. Some people are like, you know, don't worry, the sky isn't falling. It's just, I look at WotC's, like, the way that they're trending. I look at the trend. I don't care what's going on right now. I don't care. I never care. You know, like, I like opening Vivid Voltage. It's awesome. But when I think about Pokemon as a whole, I'm not thinking about, like, oh, is Vivid Voltage going to stand for? It's like, in the future, how are all the sets going to work? You know, how are these sets going to be looked back on in the long term? And honestly, a lot of the recent Magic sets are just like, they come out like gangbusters. They're insanely, like, good and strong, and then they quickly become super forgettable. You guys feel the same way? For my Magic people, just how, like, forgettable the sets become. It's like, you remember Theros? Do you remember the hype behind it? Was there any? And that was like before Rona really hit, right? It was like there was a Theros Beyond Death GP. I was at it. You know what I mean? It's like Ikoria, I guess, had a little bit of hype. But like, yeah, it's like WoW Earl were out, WoW ECD. But it's also, it's just like, when you remember, like, when you remember, like, Return to Ravnica, the last set that I can say that really was memorable was War of Spark. You know, it's just in terms of, like, the whole hype behind it. I was there when they announced when the trailer debuted at PAX East, so maybe I'm a little bit biased. But it's like, it just goes in. Yeah, it's like the sets are just, like, forgettable. Like, they come out, you know, and like the core sets, they dropped those like a bad habit. Those things were like serving yesterday's lunch food. You know what I'm saying? That core set was not, like, they were good, but it was like it's just, the cards were good, but like the execution was not great. He just slashed full artage. You know? And I think a lot of the money in Magic now is back looking at the reserve list. Like, me, I look at Magic and they do such crazy stuff, and people are like, let's get rid of the reserve list, and I'm like, they don't understand how close Magic has been to dead. Like, and the reserve list, the reserve list always holds it back up. You know, it keeps money in the Magic, you know, ecosystem. It's like a country. You know, I've said it before, it's like, if people take their Magic money, you know, like, say for example, I sell my Lotus. Yeah, sure. But the, say for example, I sell like $1,000 Magic reserve list card, and I go buy Pokemon cards. That money has now left the Magic ecosystem, and it's moved on to something else. And when the whales do that heavy, you know, when the whales do that big time, it really can cause shockwaves. And so that's why the reserve list is so crucial. You know what I mean? What I'm hoping for in the future, I can't wait for this actually. Well, two of the formats, so like the card prices, I do get that part about the playability. I'm a very big proponent of proxies in terms of play, right? And I say that as someone who has a lot of these cards. I'm a big fan of letting people use proxies. I do have to make that video. The thing is, I'm kind of hoping. What I'm kind of hoping is to eventually the reserve list talk will boil up again. You know what I mean? It's just like this cycle of like magic. And when it does, I'm gonna drop a big video. You know what I mean? And what I'm gonna hope is the professor at Valerian Community College is willing to have me. Ooh, a Pikachu V. You know, I'm hoping to do that. So I'm a big proponent of allowing for both Legacy and Vintage. Vintage, they've had the 15 card proxy thing for a while, which is good, for sure. But I'm a bigger fan of just like even in Legacy and more than 15 proxies. Just make them good. Well, no, I could sell it at like a Magic booth, right? Like I could sell my Black Lotus. Like I could work a table, and someone could buy that off of me, and then that money goes into buying Magic cards there. You know what I mean? It's all cycled in. It's just buying new collections. You know, like if I were to sell it like that, it depends what I'm doing with the money for sure. But it's like if it's like a massive migration because of a lack of trust. There's this big lack of trust in the game. You know, it's hard to like really tell for sure until it were to fully happen. But if there was no reserve list and everyone like left, it's like what do people leave in? So like the vintage cards are like so important to like stay at like a solid like sealed product, and like people keep going to events or going to local game stores or going to TCG Player and buying Magic cards. Wait, Lord, this has been kind of not the greatest box, not the worst box. Down to 1. I mean, it's possible I would. Like, if I got, like, a good enough deal, like, say someone said, listen, I have a collection, it's worth, like, $20,000, and I just need, you know, I want 13 for it. I think that's, like, it's not entirely true in the vending tables, right? Where it's, like, they have to stay liquid. So sometimes they do, like, they have to get rid of them. Yeah, in the investor class, sure. And profits from new cards, yeah, but, like, once you're talking, like, Star City Games will sell a Black Lotus, and they're going to take that money and they're going to hand it to their buyers to buy new collections. You know what I'm saying? And so, because they have to stay, you know, Star City has so much money that they can probably afford to hold some. But yeah, in terms of like the random people, sure, they tend to stick to the reserve list. Shove it. Like, we're talking about like on the vendor screen, you know, which is by far the people who keep the game functioning. Because there are no GPs without vendors. There are no, you know, it's like they keep the like the larger side of the game. They're not talking about like the cardboard like people playing in their houses, which is of course huge. It is huge. But I'm talking about like just keeping the value of the cards like high enough that it's worth it for local stores to do it, and keeping sales of the game high. I guess if people were to buy a box and there would be no value in it, there would be you know, it wouldn't last long. Games without a strong secondary market have historically failed with close to a 100% rate. Which is why, you know, people like to talk about Flesh and Blood. Woo! There we go, Jirachi. Right? People love to talk about you know, like the new Flesh and Blood. They're not talking. I've never heard anyone talk to me about the gameplay. They're talking like there's $1,000 cards in this game, and I'm like, that's what people want to see. Because that means that if there's chances for $1,000 cards, that gives me reason to open the packs because there's something exciting. That gives reason for local game stores to hold the you know, house the product. Let's look at this Jirachi logo at it. So that gives people reasons to hold the stuff. But on a vendor scale, you know, on a scale of just like that, the reserve list cards do get sold numerous times so they can continue to buy collections. You know. Even like the Harry Colliers of the world, you know, the card flippers. Harry's a great guy, by the way. Just shout outs to Harry. But, you know, guys like that, they're not holding the Lotuses forever because they have to keep buying collections. The reserve list pumps with one of the new products and hopes people from this list. That's how Pokemon is working. I don't think there are PSA. People are starting to buy more Pokemon product. I think they might sell PSA 10. Well, which Charizard? Which one? Because there's a big difference between like Champion's Path PSA 10 Charizard and Vintage. Because once you reach that level, there's also like a lot gets into it. Like you get into the level of like PSA 10 Zards, where Pokemon's hot, people chasing the next Charizard. Well, Pokemon's also hot because of Pokemon. You know what I mean? There are people who are just like, I just like these cards. You know what I mean? It's not only people just chasing them. The Pokemon is humongous, and people greatly underestimate that. Yeah, the first issue. The thing is, when it comes to that, there's a lot that goes into those super high-end cards, right? The six-figure cards. Those are like, look at the names of the people buying them, man. Yeah, it's not. But look at the names of the people buying Pokemon cards on that. It's like Drake and Logic and Justin Bieber. I'm like, these are people we know. Like, I can say this, like, I can tell to random people that, like, hey, like, it's like, you're still buying and selling Pokemon cards. I'm like, yeah, my friend just got asked if they want to sell the card to Drake. Like, wow, there's a lot of stuff going on, that I can't necessarily, say like fully, because I don't want to accuse anyone of doing anything, but you could catch my drift when it comes to buying products. It's the same reason why artwork is bought, and sold, So once you're at that level, but when you're talking about like, other stuff like in betweens, like, even like the Venusaur, if someone has it and they're a vendor, this of course is a larger collection of, there's less like well-known vendors in the Pokemon ecosystem. It's really mostly like your high-end collectors, your investors, where there isn't really a Channel Fireball or a Star City Games Pokemon. Blitzel, yo, Vanessa. I'm really hoping that in these last few packs, Michael can go in and get something pretty good. Because we are here to see. I'm excited to show this thing. Some stonks. But if you're a vendor, right? Say you're Hot Sauce Games. My shout outs to my buddy Joe Vasquez. And they need to buy collections and they need to stay liquid, and they got to pay employees, and they can cash in on a box of First Ed, or they have a box. They sold a box of Unlimited recently for $30K. They may love to hold it, but they were buying. They use that money to buy more stuff to make more money because they need to stay as liquid as they possibly can. Dreadnought. Grass Energy, Topic, Akiana, Trumbeak, Electrike, Pinecone, Mudbray, Ushena, Charmander, and a Gogurt. 3 packs left. Yeah, the Pokemon market on eBay is weird. I'm really, really excited actually for my stream 1 week from tonight. Where I'm going to talk. If you hang out on the old school Facebook reserves, the most shown the new cards, so that portion of the economy understands. Yeah, for sure. Oh, I know about the old school players. They don't. I met a lot of them at. Yeah. I met a lot of those guys at GP Vegas last year. And I know a lot of the vintage players, like your Roland Changs of the world, your Joe Brennans. They don't care about the new stuff, and if they do, it's because they want a foil for their vintage deck, and that's it. The rest of it means nothing. They want the old stuff, and that's the old money. That's the old magic money too. Like it translates to the real world too. What does old money do versus what does new money do? You don't see old money making the moves that young money does because they try to be a little more conservative with it. They don't want to lose. With that, once you have that much, your objective doesn't necessarily become to gain. It kind of becomes just please don't lose. 2 Packaroos left. Yeah. I mean, that's something Wizards should concern themselves with, though, anyway, just money removed. Even in the older stuff. I think Wizards... that's why, like, every time that people start talking about the reserve list, becomes that, all of a sudden you see Mark Rosewater doesn't have any tweets. White Code. That's vibe. On top. So appreciate everyone stopping by, hanging out. You want to get involved in some packs? I got an Evolutions pack opening for my good buddy Apache, who got the free pack from watching today's video. which dropped a half hour ago. Well, a half hour ago from the start of this. And I was talking about the stimulus. You know, I'm interested, you know, what people are going to be doing with that money. You know, are you going to take, you know, and I don't want to get too much into the politics of it. You know what I mean? There's plenty of other channels for that to give their opinions on whether or not something like this should have been done. But your 600, if you are receiving it, all right, paying off debt's good. I recommend paying off debt by any means necessary. I've paid off a lot of debt before in my life, and I never want to go back. Having debts to have cards is a losing cause in the long term. I always talk long term. Debt in the long term that's over any sort of, I mean, anything like over 5%. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got a mortgage, you'd be like, all right, don't like, you don't have to like cut your legs off and pay off a mortgage. You can if you want to. If you want to go in, you don't have to worry about it, less stress. Not the best odds for Mr. Michael. But I'm glad to see you're doing that and not saying that I am going to go and buy a bunch of crap. You know what I mean? I know people are like, I'm getting $600 and I'm going to go do stupid stuff. I didn't talk to you guys to do that. I don't have a channel dedicated for, you know, fucking various like cardboard money stuff. People to be doing crazy stuff. Cards while they got debt or they can't buy food. I said that in the video today. I said if you need to go buy food, you need to make sure your rent's paid. Do that. Because a house of cards, trust me, it does not stand tall. It does not.
At least my ship went number 3. I mean, Fetty Wap, Drake and Future too. Drake and fucking Future, dude. What the hell is I supposed to do?
Some wild music going on and stuff.
You can't get from these other guys. Real ass songs and lyrics of truth. You can't get from these other minds.
Me, like I said, the last time we had the stimulus, I was asked earlier, bought a foil grim model, time spiral, and as the rest of it went into the S&P 500. So we, as a review for Mr. Michael, yeah, Pikachu V, Aegis Slash, Talon V, Drapion V. When I buy Pokemon online, what do I look for? Interesting. I don't really tend to buy as many singles as I used to. I like to buy cards that are already graded, that are like at a good deal. I like high grade stuff. I like the vintage. I tend to try to move it backwards in time to like the first few years. If I see something that just really catches my eye to buy into, like it seems like a really good price, sure. But it really ends up coming from like collection buying. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, and then I will sell off whatever's extra and hold it. It's such a strange thing because when buying singles, it's like I don't tend to want to pay like the fullest price on them. If I know I can just wait and eventually I'll find myself at a table and I can just buy them for less. I'm never in a rush. I'm always thinking like, it's like I'm okay not getting it, right? Like I'm okay not picking up a certain card if it doesn't come. Jirachi, Zygarde, Alistair, and 8 of toughness. Yeah, people messaging me, they know I'm live. So it's hard to tell, like exactly like what I look for. It's just mostly like, you know, solid deals and vintage. Always vintage. If I see someone selling a card that I think is also, I do look at the market price and I do look at the overall market, but I don't tend to just say this is worth less than what it's selling for today. I do an analysis of the card of whether I think what I think the card should be worth, right? What's going on, Tom? You know, I look at the analysis of what I think the card really should be. They have like there's like a Poke Goldfish, and then there's like a bunch of different websites. But I also like I don't like raw Pokemon cards. You know, like I stick with this stuff because to me I'm gonna grade a thing anyway. You know. So, if I think the card is underpriced, like when I bought all my Pokemon cards back in Gen Con 2018, I just looked at the cards and I said, Black Lotus is going for this. Why is Charizard going for this? It doesn't make sense. So I just paid the rate. Put it in a box. 2 years later, looked at the box, and the box is just inflated. You know what I mean? Paid $50 for this thing at Gen Con 2 years ago. I was like, it's a PSA 10 from the first set. It's a holo. Why is it $50? Let me buy it. You know, now I look at it and go, okay, this seems a little more like where it probably should be, so I slow down my buying, you know? But I'm looking for the next thing. I'm always looking for... So I believe in, like, be on the boat when the waves come up, right? Say the water rises, right? When the water rises in the whole market, do you want to be on the docks or do you want to be on the boat? So we got a lot of people right now who are on the docks. And we had a few months ago, right? When Pokemon was exploding post Logan Paul. You have people who are like, they're on the docks and they don't have their positions and they see the waters going up and they're like, oh crap, I gotta get on the boat. And they are piling and they're diving and they're cramming and trying to get into this boat. And it's like, no one's gonna get on the boat. The people who are on the boat have been sitting there and they're like, oh, I wonder what's going on over there. Oh, and a few people do get on the boat, but most people just drown. And then you have some people who then the ship sails and they jump, they dive to get onto the boat. And guess where they go? Right in the water, and the water just swoops them. And those are who paid $5,000 for a PSA 9 chart. Those people better have serious swimming skills, if you know what I'm saying. Because if they don't got that, they're done. They're gonna get crushed. And that's where you start seeing the shaky hands, where the people spent money they had no business spending. You know, when I invest in anything, I always understand there's a chance that that's gonna go to zero. All right, so we have from our video earlier today, I talked about the stimulus and actually, God, 3-pack XY Evolution. So let's get right into it. And let us not waste any more time. Does my analogy make sense? Am I crazy? Probably. XY Evolution's code 123. We're looking for a reverse trainer. Charizard, Spirit Link. Hakuna Matata. Full heal. Voltorb. Charmander. Some people who are like trying to grade these down. I was like, that's fine. Just you better be willing to hold it for a long time. I don't sell these bulk. I don't actually keep all. And our reverse is a switch. And not great for evolutions. So I will check as we see what is going on with the site. See if we get anyone popping off. Be very excited. So if not, we can hang out, we can chat, we can talk. Stimulus, man. Crazy times. Just getting handed this stuff. It's turned to Sandaruni. Excited to see what goes up. Like I said, right now you're gonna have another moment with that Rising Waters sit. Oh man, it's whatever. I mean the cash flex. This crap. But the Rising Tide, the Rising Water, where it's like people get $600. I would start looking at any reserve list card that's like $50 it's played, maybe even $200. And it's like, yeah, those are gonna get bought. They are. Like the Commander players who really want a Gilded Drake. You know, it's gonna like lock the price floor. That's what I would say is like maybe it won't go up, but it's going to lock the price floor of Gilded Drake for a while. Where like Gilded Drake went up and I was like, you know, what I said originally was that listen, you know, events will eventually come back, and we are gonna have. You know, I'm actually gonna open some stuff for myself. See where it goes. I'm excited for Shiny Fate, so I'm gonna take these high on my own supply.
It don't matter where you came from, it just matter where you end up. If you end up with me, got a chicken
Let's move this down here. But I'm interested to see like cards like that is like I said, but events never came back. So the fact that events never came back makes it so that card prices like they never been reinserted back into the economy. You know, where it's like vendors for a while, like just general supply of cards were just at an all-time low, and not everyone was comfortable just like mailing cards to like the Facebook buyers. But people are very comfortable going to an event and just like buying cards. You know, people are really, really comfortable going to, you know, just like a table and you see someone there. I've had people just come up like, oh, because that's the point. But they feel as though when it's online, they're like, oh, I didn't want to do this, kind of shady. It's not the same. You know what I mean? So the buying of collections, it's not as fast as when there are like locals and events. It's just, you know, don't underestimate that what the impact in the Magic economy that Star City Games plays when they have their open series and all that. So this is Shiny Star V, the precursor to Shining Fates, and these packs are like close to impossible to open up. Japanese cards, the products, like they go in, they really do. All right, so this is a little high on own supply. I'm gonna open these up. All right. I don't remember it. I won't say the name. But these have so many hollows. Ooh, Darmanitan 10. Hollows Energy. A Zamazenta. What's up, Yanj? What's going on? He did Michael's box already. It wasn't great. I love this Ditto. I love this Ditto V. You have no idea how much that's the look of someone who's just over it. Like that's Ditto's middle finger, I think. Let's keep moving along. I like these energies too. I do wish like some cards they would let the OCG. I know, like I know they have different backs. How you doing today, young? Guess this does have a pull tab, right? Monterey, Creamy, Cape of Toughness, and a amazing rare. Man, that's cool looking. Look at that. Look at that. And a Colossal and ooh, a Crobat V. Isn't this card like good in the game?
You got shit to do, baby. Skirt in a coupe, room for two, baby. And look, I got all the moves, baby.
I know Shining Fates is gonna be nuts. I'm really ready for that. That's gonna be the set. Like I'm gonna try to get a bunch early when Shining Fates comes out. If I can, I'm gonna go crazy telling people, listen, come by. I'm gonna give the people who know me, they're gonna get a chance to open it first. It'll be first come, first serve. Man, that's, I forgot what the name of that card is. I know that card. This is a Professor's Research. Beautiful edge. Nice. And wow, what is that? Wow. How nice that is. Hey. Hey. So this card has a texture. Japanese cards do not mess around at all. The quality is so high. It's like I barely need sleeve for this.
60 seconds, baby. Yeah, think about you daily.
In fact, I'm not. There we go. It's like, where the heck are my sleeves?
City, baby. Gianni and Kyle. First team, bitch.
Yanji, you still in the chat, my friend?
It's a wrap.
Well, holla at me. Let me know. Right? Where's right? You know, I see the names of them all the time. Just like completely forget. 1, 2, 3.
Are you wasted again? Staying up
Whoa.
late with your friends.
That's
4 in the
Zacian.
morning. What's so important?
Look at that.
You gotta call
Wasn't
me
this? Is this the same that the look from the set?
on a mixtape.
That's a good boy.
All about a
Look at that.
history, a fifth day, what a mistake, you're gonna miss me. Now we're up all night, just like old times, talking about the way it was. You were trying to hurt my pride,
Zacian.
cut off ties, are you trying to hang it up? I was thinking we could get
best
together,
boy.
try to figure it out.
Yo, what's going on? What is going on? Currently getting high on my own supply because I am overhyped for Shiny Star V, so I'm hyped for Shining Fates. So I'm opening up what was left of a box that was started the other day. Yeah, they really do. Like, I'm sitting here trying to just talk. Fine. I still got 2 boxes of this. People want to get into it. I just wanted to take my shot at Bonnery. Lightning, Crazy Energy, and alright, and our full. No, okay. Starting to get the wow. Look at that. They just feel different. They just feel different. Yeah, I'm ready for Shining Fates. Like, it's perfectly like straight. The edges are like great. No, I haven't got a God Pack yet. I'm ready. This is my first time really dealing with this set. Wanted to see it, get it open up a little bit. You know what's funny is I'm so bad with some of the names. Teacup. I could just like start like naming the cards, like Pokemon like wrong name only meme, or, like nice 2014 meme. That might be. And nice, and this looks like just a V. So we have a regular Zacian V. Go along with our Zacian V. These are the same cards, right? Yeah, just different art. I got a VVD open with on my stream. We're gonna get the big boy secret pull 2 VMAX. So Michael did not hit on Vivid Voltage. He did not hit Rainbow Pikachu. I am now 400. I am now 451 packs deep. I did the math. And I've yet to pull a Rainbow Pikachu. Someone has to break the curse. I wonder if it'll be tonight. People come by, stop by, check it out.
You got everything you wanted, yeah, you famous, you amazing, but inside you see a version that you can't relate with. This like a pressure cooker, but I ain't domesticated. I can barely make some scrambled eggs, but I got all the bacon.
Something stadium, right? Ooh. Oh, that's me. That's my face. One of what packs? One of the shiny V's? 15. Use the code. I can load a price. I might be able to load a price for you. You could do like 13. These things are nuts though. Zacian. And a Ditto VMAX. I love Ditto. Let me know if you want to open them up. Just check it in. Yeah, 2 ETB and none. Yeah, 2 ETBs in one box is 56. Excuse me, no, there is 8 per. So that would be 52 packs deep, and no. Ditto. So I had the regular Ditto V before, and I said like Ditto V. What the hell do I do with it?
Long Island, that's the place I was raised. Get me started, I could probably talk about it for days. The original
No,
bagel bars,
that-
beats on the side. Got that 97 Honda, that's forever my ride. But forever ain't forever. Some people change.
What did I do with Ditto V?
Change like the weather. I'll probably
All over
throw
the
on a
place.
sweater and pull up
An
to
open
any
box of this? I have these 2 packs. I could open. It doesn't matter. I could open a box. I have 2 seal boxes of this. I have these 2 packs here. I can just give you instead. If you want to buy them, I'll wait. There you go. So this Ditto V, this is the look on my face. Alright, also check the website. I'm gonna drop the price for it right now. I'm gonna put it on sale at $12.99. Let's back like that. Yeah. Right, just go to the website. So boxbreaknetwork.com if you'd like to order. Just go to Shiny Star V Wave 2 Live Pack Break.
Memories, fake friends who would turn to cold enemies if jealousy was a new currency.
Once I see the order come in, I will put you.
This a love story to my reality. Got real fans, I treat them like family. If I'm helping you, just know that you helping me.
Try to keep it easy, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I put the Shiny V's in on sale for $12.99, so they're $13 instead. And you could get some pretty sick stuff in this. It's a Pokemon card.
In my city, I'm the hometown kid. In my city, I'm the man. In my city, I'm the god. In my city, rolling with me. In my city, going hard. In my city,
Of course, make a website. Not make a website. Make an account while you go in there. Blast out like deals, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a little Christmas stuff. Huh? Hey, I get a little Santa hat. I was feeling festive. I'm gonna open your first one. I do trust you. Get the vibes going. So many hits too. I doubt they're gonna, when you do shiny, they're gonna give you this many shinies in every pack. Escape balloon. Alright. Ooh! Wow, that's a cool, amazing rare. Let's take a look at that. I need to get you that one, Taylor. And a Lapras VMAX. Are you a Lapras fan, Taylor? Very good. I see the order in. That's a good pack. And again, I do, as known, offer grading services if you want to go that route. Otherwise, I can just send it, centering on this, maybe a little more here than there. But let's get this into a thingamajigama and get to the next pack. Do a loader for now. Hold on, hold the phone. TT. And get this one as well. Nice, amazing rare. Yeah, this set's nuts. The English set, Shining Fates, drops February 19th. I'm hoping to have this stuff earlier. And if I can get it earlier, I'm going to have it and I'm going to put it all out to you guys. Let people get their hands on Shining Fates before the rest of the world. Let the Pokemon Company come in. Alright. Last pack for you. You hit the Zard, it's gonna be bad.
I've been going crazy, living with you, baby.
You have stolen the Zard from me. I'm just playing. I wouldn't be. Whoop. Energy. Another amazing style rare. Surfetched. Sir. Right, and a full art is just that bulk B or whatever. But this is a nice one. But the Lapras is real nice. Heard this card's good too. That's a lot of help. All right, so that is pretty dope. Excited to see the Shiny Star V. Let's get this into a thing for you. Thank you so much for the sponsor for those packs.
It's been a minute since I called you mine. It's been a hell of a time. Check it. They say that distance is long when you write in a song. And every memory take me back to the places we gone. The clock ticks life away. I link in the park. You a star while you always keep your place in the dark.
Anyone else wants in? I do have more Shiny Star Vs. They are on sale now. I might return the price later. I don't know.
Patrick Mahomes, you leave soon as I go. Like I got a chaperone or another shadow.
And if you're interested in having these cards at all graded, the Lapras might be a good candidate. Maybe. I don't know. It's up to you. The service is available on the website as well. So let me go again. Look.
It's been a hell of a time. It's been a minute since I caused you stress. It's been a minute since we've been our best. It's been a minute, but it don't feel fine. It's been a hell of a time, a hell of a time.
Lots of VMAX. I'm excited for it in English. Yeah, no God Pack from me. No God Pack. What?
Adam Sandler fucked up. 27 months are only getting me roughed up. Oh, I feel like
being here.
Since the world
100%
turn my heart to stone just like Medusa.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue in the
I
meantime.
think we got a prom, but we far from Houston. And
I just got a notie. So there will be no meantime. There's gonna be some C time. You are degrading. Good for the Chansey. I'm excited for that. Reload this and see what you are doing. Alright, you got that for the Chansey there. Yep. Ganji, good promo code. And 2 Shiny Stars. Okay. I still have your other stuff. So we'll handle that on the side. Normally I would be charging for shipping, but I do have some of your other cards
Even the plastic that comes out in Japan is higher quality, man.
But we are hoping, once again, for stunts. You know, I've yet to open up on stream any Charizards except for Vivid Voltage. I saw that. I said I appreciate you using the code, and we are getting into now your 2 in a fresh box of Shiny Star V. Super excited. Thank you again for stopping by and getting involved in the action. I had to offer it to the people who come support. I'd rather people use the codes, you know, and just get better deals on it and get more cards. It's all about the content, you know, just as like a little secret. My goal with this, I'm not saying I'm going to sell packs and make like $1 trillion, you know, doing packs. I want to foster a community. I would like, and I said earlier in the stream before you were here, I said that my goal with this is not to be like a 10,000 viewer streamer. And I can honestly say, like, some people are like, oh, well, that would be nice. I can almost say I don't want that. I would rather have like a nice tight-knit group of like 200, you know, maybe even up to like 1,000 people that are just like consistently in the chat, hanging out. They just like talking, you know, like, and just vibe and make it more of a, you know, just the vibe is the most important thing for me. Little energy. No God pack for you this time. That's so cool looking. Okay, that's a Senna Scorch, right? That's Senna Scorch Max. Is this the same as the English one? The set is nuts.
What is going on? Why is this set so good? Why can I not? Like, why?
Why? Am I just always, like, every pack is so good? Is it February yet? Like, you know what I hope for? I hope I get these packs for Shining Fates on Valentine's Day, and we could have a date. We could have a date night. Us, Shining Fates. I'll even light a candle. Back this up. Let's clean the mat. Hope you guys like the mat too. You know, try to make it look a little cooler, a little more on brand. Yeah, nah, this was great. Let's get the mat a little cleaned up. Get the space together. You like my slow roll for your pack? You're sitting like, open the pack! Gotta add to the excitement of Shiny Starving. Everyone who's here for the first time, thank you so much for coming by, stopping by. If you're interested in packs, let me know. I really want to see your That Chansey come back at 10. If it does come back, when it comes back, I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do a YouTube video. Guess the grade. Are the cards in the game good? So a lot of these are, maybe for the first time, but maybe the last time. That's fair. You never know if it is the last time. So the cards in the game, a lot of them are reprints of cards that are played. I know a lot of the cards are good. So like the cards in terms of like collectability, in terms of card quality, Japanese cards are just on a different level. They have higher standards that like they just wouldn't accept the set if the cards weren't made good. They're really good. Listen, you don't know if it's your last time here. let's get a little morbid. But we'll use your code from now till ever. Like this Alistair card's really good. So what this card reads is lets you like draw 3 and then you can discard up to 3. Like that's played. Good. Next. Zacian. Full art. Scorch V, yeah. Alright, so this pack was not exciting. But the first one was good. And that means the box is good. So the pack is just good because there's a lot of hits, right? A lot of like Pokemon. I'll tell you this right now. When it comes to Pokemon, the cards in the game are one thing. Like this is like, but it's also like how nicer. So I would equate this closer to like a Double Masters VIP. Oh, it's an Eternatus V. Very good. I would equate this to like Double Masters VIP, where it's like there's so many like big hits, but the difference is the packs aren't $1 million. So like the cards aren't like held up by like some floor that's kind of generated by the price of the pack, because like a VIP card pack costs so much that the price floor, like full art foil Meddling Mage, can never be like 10 cents. You know what I'm saying? It can never be like what a bulk foil rare is. It's impossible to do the price, right? Yeah. Oh, Senna Scorch VMAX, yeah, it is pretty good. I have a rainbow one from Darkness Ablaze? Darkness Ablaze? I don't remember. I opened it or something, yeah. Hey. They're still here. Waiting for you. Yeah, the pricing isn't really based on how good the cards are for the most part. Yeah, it's just a collectability. It's, you know, what do people like? You know. Where Magic, it really is about like how good the card is in the game. If the card isn't good in the game, like in Magic, it's, you know, unless it's like an old school card like Juzum Jin, and even Juzum Jin, like the old school format, that card still see some play. I mean, really up to date on that game. So I can't tell you for sure. But it's like, really, it's the card quality. There's so many good cards in terms of high price, in terms of sought after, in terms of how many VMAX cards, super big. You want to continue kicking the can? Let me know. Let me put you as fulfilled. I guess I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it fulfilled, but I'm gonna remember. You still have your 4 Juzums? How's the condition on them? Are they nice? Were they like from when you were a kid, or are they from just? I guess I don't know how old you are. Were they from when you were younger, or are they a more recent acquisition? By recent, I mean within like 2010. Juzum Jin was a card that I was, when I was ignorant, I like scoffed at. I scoffed at because to me, cards like that were like, this card's terrible, who would want it? I didn't realize the nostalgia factor that card has for people. Nice, nice, very nice. I'm on the fence. I'm on the board of like any card like that. I think it's 1995. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, those cards to me, like for a lot of people with those 4 Juzum Jins, like I could offer you a certain amount of money for them, right? And I'm 90% sure you would turn it down. Of course, everything has its price. You know, like if I say, listen, you'll never have to work again. I just need those 4 Juzum Jins. There's a reasonable chance you would get rid of them. But like they mean so much to you. You know, like it means the world to you. Like I have a first edition base set Venus that my mother purchased off of eBay as like a joke. But she couldn't believe a card that would be worth $40. Bought it in 1999. Still have the eBay print out for the invoice. $40 for it flat. No tax on eBay. Shipping was like 10 cents. You know, this was like Wild West of eBay. You know what I'm saying? And the card, we sent it out for a grading. It's probably like a PSA 2. We left the damn thing in a picture frame. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, it's like, hey, this is our Venusaur card. You know, you could offer me 50 grand for that card. Hard pass. I'm good. Absolute hard pass. You could offer me $1,000 for my copy of like Super Mario RPG. Hard pass. I'm good. That save file in that game is older than most people who play Magic. Okay. Who is continuing the vibes? You know? So like those Juzums is like the nostalgia factor helps. Alright. So the rest of the box of Shiny Star V, and because those what I love to do. Thank you so much. As appreciative as I possibly can be, I am. I'm down to 1 box of Shiny Star. Get my Zard out. No, everything's all over the place. It's my Zard. Is that what you're talking about? I don't think so. Am I gonna not be allowed to ever sell this Charizard now because everyone wants to see it? We're gonna pull out all the stops. How about that? Let's put your stuff here. Let's get this wrapper out of the way. Let's pull out all the stops. Let's go. Shiny Charizard VMAX incoming. My friend got me the Stonks guy. Let's see if he has. Oh. Want everything in frame. So we are gonna leave this. Can we stop just for a second and talk how cool Surfetch is? Only one user that has nostalgia for me. My brother won in a tournament, picked that over at HP Lotus. Financially not a great decision, but whatever. But that's awesome. I like the stories of it. That's what I miss about events, because I like talking to the people. I like talking to them about as I buy like their cards. I'm not sitting there like trying to like bend them over. It's not that serious. People think vendors are just like making out with everyone. Like, we talk about Surfetch, right? But it's like I like seeing like when I buy people's EDH decks. So many people's EDH decks I've bought and I've actually just like when they were like cheaper and I've just like kept them intact. A lot. I end up like playing them before I even do anything. This isn't a thing. I love that one. Alright. So far, not great. Let's switch it up. Another shiny Starving. That's cool though. I like the stories behind cards. I know Rudy's the same way, by the way. It's not just an act. Sometimes you buy these collections. Yeah, it's like it's the gathering, man. Let's do this.
New profile, new pic, you look so proud with your big boobs and got both out. Why you crying on my timeline? Talking about your little problems, I ain't about to follow you cuz I
Vibing. Double colorless energy. Yes. I have sold Wyvern back Magic cards. No roof, Chris, cuz I do know this. The hungry old Professor's Research. So this card, I know you said, Jeffrey, that you didn't know Pokemon like that. This card is straight up one-sided Wheel of Fortune. You discard your hand, you draw something. Man.
Why you always flexing for the timeline? Faking where your friends go. Why you taking pictures of me all night? But I'm not that nice.
I've heard of a lot of dead card games. I know a lot of currently active card games that I tell people are dead, but I could be wrong. I have friends who still have a lot of Force of Will cards. Oh, cream. Garbodor. Ooh, there we go. Oh yeah, Professor's Research. Yeah, Professor's Research is crazy.
People keep talking, the guns will be flapping. I'm ignoring every word.
Eldegoss V. And a Mr. Rhyme. I know Force of Will has some very expensive cards in it still. I know the J Rulers are still really expensive. Yep. I think Pokemon as a game is fun. It's just hectic. You know what I mean? I'm looking for one card with CCG that has this huge nostalgia value. What card is that? I have people who have stuff like that. I can help you get it. I would be more than glad. Also, can you tell me the story of why it's nostalgic? I'm interested in that as well. Yeah, Scorbunny is awesome. The Force of Will was a good game. The issue with Force of Will was they broke that game like so quickly. I remember playing it and the regalias were like so stupid. It was like 0 drops, it just like crushed everyone. It was like, oh, that's fun. I remember I was played Force of Will and I told my friend Silver Wyvern 136. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Yes, well, if Joe started learning, it's kind of fun. Promo from the Premier Edition. Okay. If I see people that I know who are posting Wyvern cards and those things do come up in the circles from time to time, I will send it your way. There we go. Another amazing rare. Not the greatest, but let's keep it vibing. I am sleeveless and hopeless. Things have ended up in different places. We'll get that going in a second. Continuing though, 4 packs. Yeah, the Force of Will card game, like, The arts are great. They have like so many like I love Grimm's Fairy Tales. I love stuff like that. That's why I was really big on like Throne of Eldraine when it dropped. I didn't love the execution of Throne of Eldraine, but I think that it was a great idea and they did it pretty well. Get Rogaine? No. Enjoy my Harry on. That's why I got the HD camera, man. Shameless shilling. Come on, we need a little Charizard action. Yanji's in the chat. Yanji is the Charizard Whisperer. A stadium card. Boss's Orders. This is another super. It was actually similar time as now when Magic was probably lots of new card games came out. I wanted to get into the ground floors of Open Edition Wyvern Pack. Got the said card. Okay. Oh, Colossal. Colossal, right? VMAX. Is that like the juice? What is that, Jewel Lotus? Oh, is that your Jewel Lotus? Yeah. Yeah, times are crazy now with that too. Oh, I gotta check that VOD. If you were screaming, I gotta check that VOD. Whether they found someone was selling an Alpha Lotus for $250. Is it real? That would be the crazy thing. Like, that's a real one. Like, I'm sketched out by that. I mean, it wasn't then. The Pizza Boy did. Yes, there are a lot of card games that are trying to pop now, but they've learned. Yeah, they pulled a Japanese foil extended art Lotus. It was giving 150 credit for a silver wyvern. Oh, that's how you you're telling me how it went all by the wayside. Ooh.
The seasons change and feelings go too fast.
Well, I think you realize that it was a good trade, right? You traded that card $100 for an Alpha Lotus. But, I mean, the nostalgia factor is still, like, really big and important, too. Double B. But it's like, it's not always only about the money. Just for every story like that, there's a million stories the other way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that guy would be like, "Sure, I'll take the trade. I'll take the trade backs." Like looking at the wyvern card, like, yeah. Yeah, that's a crazy story. You know, I've heard worse. You know. No. Zard's in this pack. Right. When I'm chilling in the penthouse condo, back on my Hamburger Helper. Stadium. Trainer card. Alright. Oh. So sick. Oh, you still have the Lotus? That's great. See, that's the story that I do. You still have that Lotus. It's like solid. I have only had in my possession one Alpha Black Box. It was like 3 years ago. It was like in and out. One of those deals where like it wasn't even whatever. It was like it was also like it was a commission, not commission, a consignment. I would like a God pack. That would be nice. That's different times. Trade in the cards for $250 in a promotion. Like, was it like the company Wyvern had that? Like, we'll pay you to buy our cards back. Can you imagine if a game did that now? There'd be so many YouTube videos, people just dragging that game. Okay. Ooh, Suicune's in the set. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. Lapras V. Lapras is just like crazy. And then Alcremie. All right. not the most exciting box. I'm so sorry. You know what card I want to pull from Shiny Star V? I want to pull the Blastoise more than anything. I really want to pull the Blastoise. Yeah, Lapras. That is definitely the face Lapras is making. All right. Some would say this isn't the main event, but some would say it is. Give me the loot. Has to be reversed. It's his green code. We're gonna do a 4-card trick. So I possibly could turn this card over, and it could just be a good river. It is just an electric. We're gonna put the cards on the Zard. Like Nidorino, Demisty, Weedle, Machop, Tangela, Vulpix, Energy. Oh, sorry, I don't want to copyright infringe. Unfortunately, it's just a coffee. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? But why? Why? Coughing is not the best of hits, but you are, of course, appreciated. F's in the chat for VC. Much appreciated for the sponsor. I do have more evolutions, but yeah, no, those packs, not great, but that has to happen. If it wasn't for bad packs, good packs could not exist. Is that a true statement? Some say it is not, but I think. Yeah, I'm excited. If it comes back at 10, I will stand right there and I will do the Running Man. I will get up out of this chair on a YouTube video and I will do the Running Man. Because it will be the first ever PSA 10 chance of holographic. Yes, 100%. I could do it live. I could 100% do it live, just a great reveal. Could get you on Discord, get you on video as well. Look at, I really want to pull the Blastoise V from my Shiny Star. VMAXage. That card's really cool. So it was a mail-in promo, Jeffrey. You said that in order to get the money you mailed us to in. So that probably means that a lot of people took that and took the money, and that was it. I wonder what Wyvern did with them. That's interesting. The company that made Wyvern. It was a Wizard. I don't remember exactly who made Wyvern, but the company that did it, what would happen? It probably makes it pretty scarce, right? The most I've heard of Wyvern was the Wyvern back. Hey, thank you very much again for the sponsor, Taylor. Much appreciated. It's really, really is. Thank you. And hope you have a wonderful night, and thank you so much for the kind words and wishes. Mark this as full.
Polaroid girl, you always get the big picture. You know I gotta go on tour sometimes, but like Shaq with the free throws, you know I'm always missing ya. There's something dangerous where everyone you date is a temporary arrangement where someone takes and someone gains from it.
I like this art. It's not my thing. Alright, so I got those all fulfilled. They're still in a face and a Facebook. Are there like, is there like a playing scene where like people still play?
Regretting being so forgiving.
It's always appreciated.
Everyone around me tried to make me different. I was
What do they
tempted
go
with the
for now?
drugs and
If
the
you don't mind me
women.
asking, like the
God
last
looking
one that
down
sold,
while
I don't
the
know if
devil
you saw it.
probably grinning. Damn,
Like I don't know how
I'm
much
forgiving, I regret it.
those things go for these days.
Chances are I'ma die with these confessions. Hard to count your blessings when every day you stressing. Chasing that perfection became my obsession. I was lost with no direction. My mind became a weapon. Hell became my heaven. I would never learn my
Interested in that
lesson.
stuff because
Emptiness
like the old
behind
card
my
games,
eyes
I know
always
like
had a blank expression.
some of the
Everybody
cards
telling
tend to
lies
like
led
have
me
like
to a
this
dark depression.
nostalgic value to them, and then some of the other card games are just so dead. Just like not even remembered. For every Magic the Gathering, there's a bunch of games that are just. Would I buy a Dr. Fauci figurine? $200 for both gold and silver. So they went down. I have no idea.
Relationships getting toxic. Hella people that depend on me. That's weighing heavy on my conscience. Finally look like the real me.
That's not bad, you know, for a card that's that old. Like if it's like if an item is just that old, it hasn't like went up and some crazy value change over time. Would I buy a Dr. Fauci figurine and would it go up over time? I don't know. That's interesting. So, like the time we live in, right? Because Dr. Fauci would be like now in the future be considered like a historical figure, like any president. Like, would there be like? Do you imagine like an Albert Einstein like Funko Pop that was like out of the time? Like if Albert Einstein scientist Funko Pop. Yeah, again, it's just all about the demand for that. If the supply is low, and if the demand for Wyvern for some reason ever came back, like a big reason, right? If the demand for Wyvern ever really popped off, I could see that going like through the roof. You know, just because the supply has to be just so low. You know, it's also that type of item that's got to just be like start naming prices. You know, like too many people like are like obsessed with like what the price of something on eBay or a TCG player. It's a high. I remember someone once tried to tell me, "Is like I want to buy a Time Twister at like I want to pay like 70% TCG low," and I was like, "TCG player has no impact on Time Twister's price. It's like less than that, like less than zero." Like to me, like a Time Twister is like, what does the general group of people who buy Time Twisters, what are they paying? Like I know there's someone had a Time Twister going for like. It's great getting Arceus by. Oh, Yaji. I'm wearing the shirt. Doesn't fit as well as it should. I'm wearing my Arceus shirt. All for you. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's the thing about, like, Charizard's, like, super hot. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Charizard itself is, like, such a, like, a big, crazy card. Don't sleep on the cards that are just like low pop, and those are the cards that I try to kind of try to find. Right? Like, who's grading this? Yeah, it was a Pokemon 20th anniversary shirt. It's like pretty hard to find. Like, even this is like a new card, right? But like, how many people are grading this? Like, everyone's gonna grade the Zards, everyone's gonna grade the Rainbow Pikachus. Like, who's grading this card? It's like already $40 for like raw. Like, this is a card that like I will like try to like under sweep in the shadows. Where else are you? Like, just like in general. That's why also like, I like I mean Poliwrath. I just like it. Going through these as well. I have so many cards. I should probably like show people like all the cards that eventually I'm graded. Celebi, Rayquaza, Zacian. Yeah, I want sets of 10s of the Amazing Rares. I love them. Just these like old first eds. Magikarp, Jinx. These like heavily played stuff. Like, these are all cards that people know. This card here is like, if you had a high grade Chansey. Oh, the collection? The whole collection? I ain't got time for that. It's crazy shit, man. I'd have to like set up a video. Gyarados, Tangela, Kadabra. He's like all these things. Oh yeah, here's the Centiskorch. I'm not actually doing Centiskorch. Like Rayquaza. I have a vintage cube. That's like the #1 thing that I would say. I got the foiled out vintage cube. Pretty interesting. I did my survey. It's still ongoing, asking everyone what their most iconic Pokemon are. Pikachu's way higher than Charizard in responses. The illustrated Pikachu, I think, is a testament they ever did really fine. They did a really hard find to get Pikachu. It would explode. So let's talk about the 20th anniversary Mario Pikachu and Luigi Pikachus, and you have the Cosmic Eclipse, the one from Cosmic Eclipse where Pikachu's like hanging out, the reverse rare. You know, Charizard is like the part of it is with the card game. When it comes to Charizard, is that Charizard was always known to be like the most expensive card in the game, so there's that known. But I do think over time, people's favorite Pokemon, there aren't that many like super popular Lucario cards. Although Lucario is a crazy popular Pokemon. In Smash, everyone knows Lucario. You know what I mean? Anyone who like into it knows Lucario. Anyone with a beating heart knows who Pikachu is. That's really just what I say. That Pikachu is just like way known, you know? Is that like, so Pikachu is like really good, like the Rainbow Pikachu is slam dunk long term. It's such a cool looking card. Greninja, Gengar, do not sleep. Gengar, I would tell you this right now. If I had to write down what are the 5 most popular Pokemon, you know, there's surveys for this. These surveys are so janky. I saw a survey that tried to say that Pikachu wasn't in the top 10. Pikachu's like clearly #1. You know, like it's clear night and day that Pikachu runs this game. Pikachu's well more known than Mickey Mouse, and that's not close in terms of just recognizable brands. Pikachu is insane. Oh yeah, those are dope. The Hidden Fates, Secret, the Greninjas. So like you have like, so I would say #1 would be Pikachu. I would probably say #2 is like maybe even Mew. Mew's possible. Like seriously, Mew is big. You know, look at any like Mew card; they're always big. Possibly Charizard, maybe 2A. I would then say Gengar is 4. I think Gengar is humongous in the game in terms of popularity and known. You know, every single emo style, you know, alternate lifestyle people. Gengar is just mascot. Gengar runs it, walks it, sleeps it, eats it, all of it. Gengar tops. Then I would probably say Squirtle. If you made me pick a top 5, and in whatever order you want, as long as Pikachu's #1. The other 4 you can pick in whatever order you feel makes you happy that day. Mew, Charizard, Squirtle, Gengar. They're all Kanto. They're all Kanto Pokemon because Kanto is just, it's always going to be what everyone remembers when Pokemon had that big boom in the 90s. I think Meowth would be more of a, well, Meowth would be known. I just don't know if I would say that Meowth is people's like most favorite Pokemon, you know? Like maybe you have the Team Rocket stands, you know, sure. But I would say, as far as well known, yeah, sure. I think any of the 151 are well known. Any of them. Mewtwo. Frick, I know if you say Raticate, people know the name. You know, they've heard the name. You know, it doesn't have to be big, yeah. But in terms of like people's most favorite Pokemon, you know, so like the cards like pick up, like to me, this is probably my favorite. Honestly, low key my favorite card. You know, I do like Pikachu VMAX as well, but I would say that this is it. Psyduck. Psyduck is my second favorite Pokemon. Psyduck is my second favorite Pokemon. My favorite is Poliwrath, will always be. But Psyduck. Gen 4 is big. Gen 4 was one of the second like booms of Pokemon when like a new generation got into it.
what they pay me. I'm not okay, and that's okay. Walk in my shoes, you wouldn't last a day. They are still
Nothing
gonna
will
judge
ever
me anyway.
top Charizard as far as just like when the game has a big Charizard, it's just everyone goes nuts. But Pokemon, yeah, like Vivid Voltage doesn't have a big Charizard. It doesn't, and it's super popular. Wobbuffet, yeah, Wobbuffet's dope. I like Sudowoodo, who is everyone's favorite non-starter, non-Kanto, non-legendary Pokemon. Non-legendary, non-Kanto, non-starter. Garchomp? I don't know about Garchomp. I definitely can see, like, who are the big Gen 4 Pokemon? This. They're 107. Oh, I'm praying to Arceus. So I'm not playing a Pokemon a buy singles if I were to start collecting. I think every game is buy singles. If you want better bang for your buck, you can just look at box openings, you know. But the chase is way more fun. The chase of buying a set, buying packs and opening them, and just knowing that on the other side of that pack can be a card worth one. You know, it's the chase is fun, but it is without question. Yeah, it is. There's no other way around it. I wish I could tell you a different way. You know. I'll tell you what I was praying for in 1 second, not to leave, you know, not to use a YouTube a hook. But the chase when it comes to Pokemon is really good. But if you're the community in Pokemon is definitely more into pulling their own master set. Yeah, there's kind of something lame about just buying, like I could go right now and buy the Rainbow Pikachu if I really wanted it. You know what I mean? And just say, okay, I got one for me. But, and again, I'm opening these for other people. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't need a Rainbow Pikachu. It's all that. I'd be fine with that. I just want the excitement of opening. You know what I mean? It's all like crazy cards. Like it's exciting. They look good. Cards look good. But the cool thing about Pokemon as well is that if you wanted to buy cards to play, dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. You want to play online? Dirt cheap. You can buy packs and you can open them and get codes online if you want, but dirt cheap. There's also a little more reason to buy Pokemon packs. The bulk is very valuable. Pokemon bulk is extremely valuable. So vendors pay up to $40 per 1,000. In Magic, right now the highest buy list on bulk is $5 per 1K at Star City Games. That's dirt. That's nothing compared to Pokemon. And by the way, that's the high end. Most people pay $3. So the math on that changes drastically from 3 to 5 comparing off to 40, right? So opening packs of Pokemon, you have a better chance of just in terms of bulk recouping some in terms of like loss on that. So they don't mind opening packs as well. And if you know what you're doing with Pokemon bulk and you have an outlet, you can make a lot of money. It just depends how much time you're willing to put in. So for a Generation 4, I am praying Shiny Fates. Yeah, Magic Bulk. I use Magic Bulk to see how good I am at throwing cards. I'll be 100% with you. I would rather, if I wanted to use Magic Bulk for something, I would throw it through the, like just try to throw it through a carrot. Try to cut my carrots before eating them. That's what Magic Bulk is to me. Bulk commons. Bulk rares are cool. Empoleon VMAX. There's an Empoleon V card that was shown for Battle Styles, right? Which is the set coming out in March. I would love a really cool looking Empoleon VMAX. That'd be awesome. I love Empoleon. Diamond and Pearl was Gen 4, right? Right? Big brain? Generation 4. Yeah, that was D&P, right? D&P cards, by the way, just D&P era cards. Like, never mind the generation. Just D&P era. Diamond and Pearl era cards are unbelievably underpriced. Like, some of them are insane looking, right? So the 2006, 2010 era, Pokemon was not as big then, especially the card game. So the cards were not printed as much. That's when you have, like, you know, your Shiny Star, not your Shiny Star, your Gold Star cards, things like that. So those cards are just, I had some in the collection that I bought the other day, and they are worth, like, they, to me, a lot of those cards are like crazy on the cards. So everyone wants to talk about the vintage, like the base set. Sure, there will be a time where it's unobtainable. Like, there are people who, like, they're still upset they can't buy alpha cards. And it was like, but there's nothing stopping you from buying unlimited dual lands for 10% more than Revise. The run on unlimited. I've been buying unlimited duels for a while. Sold a few of them a few years ago, like last year at Vegas. But to me, Magic on unlimited dual lands look so nice. And the nicest white border looking cards in the game. Coloring is beautiful on them. And the rare print run of unlimited was 11,000, and the rare print run on Revised was 282,000. Right? So just take that as you will. I think Diamond Pearl cards are underpriced. It's also about, like, what does the community look for in games? Right? It's just different. It's night and day. It's really hard to compare Pokemon to Magic. It's like when people try to compare Magic to Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, it's different. You know, they're not the same thing. You know, but like once you get back to the old stuff, they become similar to things. Munchlax, yeah, Munchlax is dope. You know, but like the older, like, show me a sick Munchlax. I don't know. Look it up. Maybe they make. But like the old stuff eventually just becomes commodity over anything. Like eventually, but that's like the cream of the crop. There's so much more to the games than just first edition Charizard. There's so much more to the game than just Alpha Black Lotus. There's this underbelly of stuff. Good cards, not crap. And I'm so tired of seeing people say, "Oh, buy all these reserve list cards and they're like a penny." I'm like, if they're still a penny in 24 years, they're never gonna not be a penny. All right. And no one will feel good buying them for 10 cents. It's not like a penny stock. It's the same thing. You know, buy a $10 card. At least a $10 card has some value. You know. Buy sealed boxes. Seeing what's going on with the dark lately is kind of crazy. So I'm really excited. A week from today, I'm gonna be doing a stream where I go over these PWCC auctions. I talked about that. I put out a video, a little check. There's this whole auction with CGC, CGC. I almost forgot. When do you guys remember this vid? Genie. I still have this blasted thing. Some people I've had a few people tell me that the video was fake. My CGC video with Polyrath where I cracked open the case. I won't open that one. Okay, crack another CGC case to let everyone know. But CGC, there's a 9, and there's also a BGS 9 and a PSA 9 of Rainbow VMAX from Champions Path. All on the PWCC auctions, all ending at the exact same time. And there's also a PSA, there's also BGS 9.5. Or CGC 9.5, excuse me. How those cards end is all I'm going to need to know about Pokemon, the marketplace, the graded share, how much people concern themselves with CGC. Yo, so this playlist is available to whoever would like. It is just DMCA safe for Twitch. That's what it is. It's just DMCA safe music for Twitch. So if you have Spotify, just look it up, use it. It's fine. My goal is to avoid the music industry with a bloody passion. Avoid them like the plague. CGC is popular because it's accessible to Europe. So CGC, where do I go with this? CGC is popular to me at the moment because they're reputable in comics, right? And so they're not a joke. You know, and I've had to like stop people from like taking like my video out of context as well. Like I've had a few people hit me up about it, and I was like, sure. I cracked it open. I cracked the case open, and I showed that the cases aren't good and there's a scam possibility, you know. But like, you're still a very reputable company. I think their grading is fine. I actually think their grading might be better than PSA's between you and me. Maybe I'll find it. Maybe I will. Piles and stuff in here. Was the part that was the slab. This was the polyrat that they graded into a 6x4. But they're also popular. So Yandri said they've had delivery time issues as well because it's just supply and demand. You know, it's like there's only so many graders. You know, and now they have apparently this laser system, right? A grade chart. But they're very reputable. They're a very good company. The grading is very good. But that slab thing was unexcusable, right? The fact that you can't. Your slabs, like someone showed me like, oh, here was they showed me an open freaking BGS slab that somebody had opened with that someone had opened with like pliers, and it was like cracked. I was like, that's not the point. Is like the point is that your slab was being able to open by bare hands. And you know what? How about this? Right. Oh, another one. I was told they think the video was fake. They said that they thought the video was fake. So, all you gotta do, slide your finger in. You already hear the crack. Jab your thumb in. Good to get my hand in there. You shouldn't be able to do this. For all the people who said that video was fake, by the way. I'm gonna send these two polys in for grading again. You know, and it's like, if they're able, like, their grade is fine. So they gave this one here, this was a 5.5. And you can see their grading is, like, solid. It's not like, they don't do, like, a terrible job grading the card. But if I'm able to do this, we're gonna go over the case in a second. Look, so we got little scratches there, like little surface issues. You know, see, this is probably a 5.5. Centering's not perfect, you know, it's a lot. But this is like the case. This one didn't crack like as clean. You have this case like this. Put this part right back. No, there's no inner sleeve. They don't give an inner sleeve with the card. That's another problem. You know, that exposes the card to the elements more than needed. Again, is what I was trying to say with it, is like, you know, it's not about trying to catch a vendor, although I was able to catch a couple of vendors with the resealed one, is that if I just go then and like take, you know, an energy, and I'm able to like get like the right glue, like very fine glue, you know what I mean? I have artist friends who do stuff like this. You know? And it's about, what if I take this 5.5, like this here, this was a 5, right, just for example, and I just switch it, and then I regrade this and get another 5.5 or whatever, you know? It's like, that's to me the issue with it. And if they don't solve this problem like immediately, how do I trust them? Because the cards can be, and they're like, oh, like, you know, it's like, when I buy a graded card, I don't want to be worried about the authenticity that heavily. I want to look at it and be like, it's fine. You know, you look at the slab here. Like, this was there. Like, they said, oh, no signs of damage. It's like, but this little crack thing there was there beforehand. You know? I have more PS. I have more CGC cards. Wasn't expecting that one. You know, like you can see it. It's like that part is like it's on all of the cards. Take it out of the stupid thing. Yeah, but the thing is if being able to open the slab, like it shouldn't be it should be very difficult to open these. You know what I'm saying? It should be like, and if you do, they need to be engineered and like, see, this is a new one. It has a similar looking crack to it. You know, and it's like, you know, trying to get that in focus. Oh, this one got opened with a little more, but you put enough effort into getting it there. The thing is, if you were to open a PSA slab, go look, they'll start to cloud. Like, you have to like crack them open. I can't just I just did it with my fingers. Like, you know, it's like it's such low, and when they reopen, it's like you look at it on the front, it's like it looks fairly fine. So I just view it and I say is that you need to have as many deterrents from counterfeiting as possible. That's why the Wizards of the Coast at the first sign. By the way, it did not take them very long. That the moment they heard about the Chinese counterfeits of their newer cards, they immediately engineered that stamp and the new card stock and the new card design. They sacrificed a lot for that, by the way, because that new card design with the new stamp is part of the reason why cards curl. Because they're printed in a certain different way. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it costs them. But if your cards are fake and counterfeited and they're good enough, and people think their cards are fake, there's no reason for anyone to buy the new products. You know? So it's like, to me, CGC, like, it's too, like, you really don't want them to be able to, like, you don't want them to be able to be counterfeited. You want a lot of measures. Like, the part of their counterfeit, like, anti-counterfeit, is their label, which I do like. You know? So their label has this like holographic part to it there. That's very, and it's like that. That's very hard to replicate. You know, and I like this part here that you can look up the card. It was scanned, but the problem is I'm not talking like about. I'm not trying to sell fire energies as polywrath. That's not what we're doing. It's trying to sell 8s as 7s, or 7s as 8s, or even 6s as 9s. You know, up to that far. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, to the naked eye, this is way more than a 5.5. All right, I got a little edge wear, but to the naked eye, I'm going to regrade these with PSA and see what they get, you know? I'm going to regrade them. But to me, it's like, CGC, I think they're able to get ahead because they're able to get more out at the moment. You know, they don't have the wait times of PSA. Like right now on my website, get rating services, the 45-day, there's a disclaimer that says it may take up to 9 months to get your card back. You're literally impregnating your cards. Like, and when they're born, they're going to have a slab. You know? It's like, it's hard to trust them when it's like this. But again, these are one of their first ones, and I've heard the newer ones are harder to open up, so I've been wanting to get them. But I just know for a fact there is no cracking that open with my nails. Just open with my nails. Like, it's got to be very challenging. Also, it's like if you have to use pliers, that means that you damage the front of the card as well. Like, I never touched the front of the case. I could have, like, never touched it at all, and it would have opened, you know? So that's just my viewpoint with it, is that it's hard for me to trust them, but I think they're a good company. But they have to get that slab thing under control, because I can't. Otherwise, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, and what a lot of people do. And I think the well's going to run dry with this on a lot of people, and people aren't going to realize it. They're going to buy these cards like this, like a 5.5. They're going to say, okay, I'm going to send this to PSA, I'm going to get a 6. I paid $20 for this card. a PSA 6 Space Set 2 Poliwrath will probably get me. You know? Or whatever it is. But with that, you know, it's hard to really go with him. It's hard to trust him in terms of keeping the card long term because it's so sketchy. And it's not about what I think. It's about what the market thinks. You know, it's like if everyone doesn't care, then sure. But it's definitely frightening, like, to know what people can do. All right, I'm gonna check one last time, see if we got any orders in. If not, I'm gonna call this a stream here. Super appreciated for everyone who stopped by. Appreciate everyone who checks out the videos. If this is your first time, you could hit the follow button for me. That'd be great. If not, that's cool. I will be back again Wednesday night. I got some packs lined up for that.